Welcome back as the porch light has come on. Ow! Just dropped my headset on my foot. Ow! Make sure it's okay. All right, we good. All right, here we go. Got some news to get to as it's been an eventful day, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there's so much information came in. I got like movie information, but I'm going to have to hold on to the movie information till Thursday night. I can't sit on the Xbox information anymore. It's just too big of a nugget, too big of a Jolly Rancher. It's just so much information. I'm exploding over here. My man boobs are getting sweaty. My ball sack is sweaty. Everything's sweaty. I'm just a giant sweaty right now because I'm about to pour out so much information. And which will be, and let's just go ahead and get into it right now. September 8th, 2018, on the 9th month of our Lord and Savior, will be a day of infamy in the Xbox community. They're going to come under such an assault on September 8th that it will be unlike anything that anybody has ever seen. So, I mean, like I said, stay around for it. Get your popcorn ready. Hide the cat. Put the dog in the basement. You know, tell your wife that, make up an excuse, tell her to get out of the house. If these nifflons, these bedwetters, these friggin', beta coons they run their mouths. If they poke their heads out of the sand, they are going to get them taken off. It's going to be. That's why right now you are hearing this contrition after contrition. And I've got to go ahead and we got to pardon a young brother right now up in Canada. We got to grant press start Kofi a pardon because he took his L today like a man. He manned up. He said Spider-Man had been downgraded. Shout out to the devs at Insomniac. And also, if you're on Twitter, try to follow a guy named I think it's called the Red Dragon or the Red Dragon 1 or something like that. He's got some really cool screenshots of 2016, 2018. But in the words of Chris Rock, September 8th is gonna be grand opening, grand closing on these clowns. So I was listening to Beastfire podcast and shout out to J-Dub was on there. Shout out to him. But you got a lot of contrition going on over there. And they're all over there saying that they were caping for Microsoft. Microsoft is a bunch of bedwetters at this point. So, but let's not get to the Megaton yet. Let's say the Megaton for a few minutes. So Insomniac last week, and I addressed this morning, Insomniac last week had to deal with the whole downgrading thing. And I'm talking about, it was like on the 17th or 18th, they got the question from comic book, I think it's called Comic Book World or something like that. It's a trade. And they flat asked them, have you all had to, I mean, they just asked them in general, have you all had to downgrade any or much of the game that you were working on? And they said, let me turn this down. And they said, no, they really didn't have to downgrade a heck of a whole lot. So, and then they said, well, we didn't downgrade anything at all. They have changed the lighting. So in 2016, my favorite scene is in 2016 when 2017 with the helicopter, and it shows him. It shows like a quick time event. He's trying to stop the helicopter, and it shows Miles Morales taking a picture. Now, instead of Miles Morales just kind of walking away, he actually takes a video picture of Spider-Man. It's a real cool picture. It's on YouTube. It's on Twitter right now. You can probably find it on YouTube. But a shout out to Insomniac. They've got a gem on their hand. And they said one of the hardest things for them to do is when they talked to Kevin Feige and how they were really nervous when they were talking to Kevin Feige. It was actually pretty funny. So what has happened, and it was good to hear, was when somebody said something to the effect of them wanting the game to be downgraded. It's just their last straw. It's their last, you know, I've always said it was the, if you play Mass Effect, in the invasion prior 100,000 years ago, somebody used a rail gun against one of the Reapers, and it destroyed that Reaper. And that's what this was. This was their last shot. This was it. They were shooting their shot. It got rejected. Dikembe Mutombo came around and rejected it. So it is what it is. It's over. It is over. So yeah, press start Kofi. Shout out to El Matador. Said it looks good. He took screenshots and then he's walking away from it because he's allegedly blocking people. So I mean, don't get yourselves blocked or muted or whatever Twitter does. Block, muted, whatever you want to say. Just don't do that. Don't harass people to the point where you're getting muted and stuff like that. What's up, the almighty Spartan God? JP Loco, and what time is it in Australia? My God. So, my goodness gracious. All right, so we know that Spider-Man has not been downgraded. They have changed the lighting. Again, admit it, and this is why I've said to you all, you always wait for the developers to tell you. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, it's not hard, and this has already been taken care of. So it is what it is. PS4 fanboys saying FH12 was downgraded. Well, as of right now, that studio has not come out and said anything yet. So to correct the record, if they have, okay, fine. I have not. All right. Has anybody else? Did anybody see the? Here's what's happened. They showed Forza Horizon running on a dev kit at I was gonna say Comic-Con. My goodness gracious, at E3 2018. That's what they showed. And so, and the Xbox dev kit is close to 7 T-flops. So they were using all of it. Okay. And so what we saw is what we saw. And then what we saw at Gamescom was the actual game. That was the physical game. And so it is what it is. Look, the game is still going to be fun. I've got my Game Pass till the end of November. I talked to Xbox today. Oh boy, did I talk to them today. So, but yes, I got that extended. I'm good. I got the $2 deal. She gave it to me, so I'm happy. That $2 deal is going to run. This is part of the Megaton news. It's going to run to the end of the year because it is very popular. They're getting a lot of people to sign up, and since they want to be Netflix, if they're going to be Netflix, then you got Netflix makes its money on the subscriptions. That's it. That's the way Game Pass makes money, is on subscriptions. That's why you're seeing ads pop up, in your Xbox thing, because it's a service now. Xbox is a service under the Microsoft flag. It's just another service that they offer. Okay, they offer to consumers. You don't have to consume it. You can get an Xbox and not use Game Pass, or use Game Pass and not use Live, or use a combination of both. Or they're trying to figure out how to bundle EA Access in with it now, because EA Access loses EA money in a sense, because not enough people are on it. But they think if they can do a Game Pass, Live, and EA Access for like $20 or $25 a month, or maybe less. I mean, maybe, I think they could do it for $15 and they can make some money off of it. And then people will keep it $15 a month. But all right, then. So here we go. Let's go with the Megaton news, because this was so juicy, I couldn't believe it. So I was having trouble with my Xbox Live, and I had to do a hard reboot. Well, in order for me to do that, I had to call Xbox, and they kind of walk you through it. Shout out to the Xbox ambassador I talked to. She was cool as hell. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even know they were open. But they actually do call the Xbox X, they call that a beast. That's what she called it. She said, are you having trouble with your S or your X? I said, I hooked my X back up because I'm going to get Shadow the Tomb Raider. And which if you prepaid Shadow the Tomb Raider on Xbox, they're going to charge your account or whatever you use starting tomorrow. They're going to start charging people tomorrow for it. Okay. So this, so you know, that's part of the Megaton news. So anyway, we have a conversation, and she's telling me, well, first things first, the Xbox X has a built-in surge protector in it. So they want you to connect it directly to the wall, because if you use a surge protector on your X, it's going to build up. It's gonna like literally build up like a flood, like a dam, with water behind it, and it's going to turn itself. You're going to start having issues with it, and that may be what's wrong with some people. Remember, they're talking about their Xbox is bricking and stuff like that. It could be because you've got it hooked up to a surge protector, and according to Microsoft, you don't need that. So that's So also, I say to them, I said, look, I said to them, I said to her, so we're talking, and I said, look, I said, I'm trying to get Game Pass extended. I said, I think it's a pretty good idea. And she was like, really? So you really do like Game Pass? I said, yeah. I said, it needed about a year, but I said, but yeah, I think it's a good idea. It does help people save money. And she said, yeah, she said, well, if I ask you a question, she said, will you give me an honest answer? And I said, yeah. And she said, what do you think Microsoft can do with Xbox to make it more competitive? And I said, well, make it more competitive with what? And I said, your main competitor, because you don't want to say PlayStation. But I said it because, I'm the Messiah. So, and she says, yeah, what can we do to be more competitive? I said, well, you all can offer Game Pass to everybody. And she got quiet. And I thought I had lost her because I'm on a cell phone. And she said, well, what do you mean to everybody? I said, you can offer Game Pass to Nintendo. And I said, you should offer it to Sony. And she said, well, we want to do crossplay with Sony and Nintendo, but they're real reluctant to do it. I said, well, they don't I said, they're in position where they don't have to do it. I said, so since they don't have to do it, they're not going to. I said, and having people at an executive level on social media trying to guilt them into doing it, that's not going to work. And she said, yeah, they actually got talked to by like Microsoft, talk to those guys. That's why you don't see or hear them really talking about it anymore. But they are in preliminary talks. Now, here's the Megaton news, okay? They are in preliminary talk with Sony and Nintendo to put Game Pass on those devices. And how it would work is that because you don't have to sign up for Xbox Live, you just can sign up. You will be able to just download it. Okay, you will be able to download it, and then you can use your debit card, credit card, whatever, PayPal account to pay for it. So this is the Megaton news. So this is an Xbox Live. I told her also that games like Fortnite and Rocket League that are free to play on the PlayStation, I said, you all need to get them out from behind your paywall. And I said, you all this because they don't charge for it. So again, they are in preliminary talks to do Game Pass with Sony and Nintendo. It's just they're talking, okay? They are talking because they want to be the Netflix of gaming. That's their goal. Okay, how this came about was Phil Spencer went home and he binge watched some TV show on Netflix. And the fact is he was sitting up there binge watching. He said, well, you know what? Maybe we can start streaming some games or something like that and just have this same. That's what Game Pass is. It is their version of Netflix. And like Netflix, you will have Netflix, and then for X amount of time, I don't know, Star Wars will be on there, and then it goes off in 90 days or something like that. You get access for a few months, and then it goes away. So But this is what they're doing. So ask yourself, Netflix, you can get that on every TV. Doesn't matter if it's JVC. Doesn't matter if it's a Panasonic. Doesn't matter if it says Insignia. If it says Samsung, Sony, you know, whatever, LG. You have Netflix, right? Right. It's just an app. So Game Pass is starting next year. Microsoft is looking to take Game Pass in that kind of direction, and it just be everywhere. And that's the guys. That's the Megaton news. So yeah, the puddle police is like, yeah, you're right. I mean, those guys are moist, and because they're moist, they went right to the water. Why do you think they went right to a puddle? You know, because they pissed their pants, and you know, and so they're moist. And what can you do? So says, damn, if this became true, me buying X Slim was for nothing. Well, no, the Xbox is still the Xbox. It does UHD movies, and it's still streaming. It's like Netflix. Netflix streams 4K. So does the Xbox One X. You can have you can have like I would say a GoPro camera and hook the video up to your Xbox and play it in 4K. The Xbox Pro does that. The Pro does that too, but we're not talking about that. Sony and Nintendo fans don't care. Enough of them would, but it's not about that. What if between Nintendo and well, look, I mean, look, Andrew, I don't care about 90% of the movies on friggin' Netflix. I still have Netflix. Okay. So I mean, we all don't have to like the same thing. What's going on, UHD? So, you know, so it's just, it is what it is, folks. Game Pass is a service. And as a service, they being Microsoft, they are looking to put it everywhere. If they get more subscribers, they'll get more people, because the only main studio that's working with them is Ubi's working with them, and so is Bethesda. That's it. And Bethesda's got Fallout 3 and 4, and they've got Oblivion on there. They're gonna put Skyrim on there pretty soon for everybody like me. I love me some Skyrim, but they're gonna put Skyrim on there pretty soon. They got all the DLC to all the Bethesda games. They got the Division 1, so they'll be getting the Division 2, probably shoot fire by next year. So, so it's just so Microsoft really are trying to go third party. It's not third party, okay? If you look at Game Pass, it's not a ton of stuff on there, okay? That's just reality that we're dealing with here. People got to get their head out of the console war. It's over. They are about getting out as many subscriptions. Again, imagine if Netflix was only available on LG. That's the only, you would have to get an LG TV to go ahead and stream Netflix. Just imagine that. And that's the way Game Pass is right now. Now, what's more lucrative? What brings in more money? You got to go get more access, okay? Whether that's through a tablet, okay? And you can run, I guess what you can do, you can run your tablet, a cell phone, whatever, and play these games. So Smooth done went after Sick. Okay, well, let him go after him. It's Smooth going to get decapitated on September 8th. I mean, they're going to come after him hard. They're just waiting. They're waiting for the game to come out. So, and then they're going to present their case. So, what's going on, John Flores? So, I mean, there's 40 people in here. Y'all got to hit the like button. I mean, the like button is down there to your left, folks. I mean, you Negroes are just lazy. I mean, y'all are. I mean, how hard can it be to go hit the thumbs up button? Come on, guys. Help our brother out. So, yeah, look, the XBOTS are taking a major L today, and it's by other people. I mean, shout out to, like I said, Red Dragon. Go follow him. He's cool. Game Pass going to shut down Pony Station. Game Pass going to shut the Pony Station down next gen. Again, they're just talking, guys. I mean, if there is no console war between Sony and Microsoft either. They don't. Now, Sony doesn't like some of the stuff that Microsoft does, but it's not like there's major hatred, animosity. It's just like you used to have people say, well, Marvel doesn't like the executives at Fox and they don't like the executives at Sony either. And that was never true. There were some, Marvel wanted its IP back and Sony was standing in the way. So they didn't like that, but it's not like they didn't talk to each other. So, yeah, keep hitting the like button. I mean, the like button is down there. That is right down there. You can hit either one of them because YouTube don't care. Okay, it's not like I get AdSense money. So, okay, I'm not modded. I mean, I'm not monetized. I used to be, I'm not. So, any Lou Waffle news? I've always got Lou Waffle news, but Lou Waffle, I talked to them today. So, and about the Sony leak, or about the leak, if you want to call it that. So, have to wait and see. Lou Waffle said we don't have to wait too much longer before they make an official announcement. So just have to wait. I mean, I'm more excited about Spider-Man coming out than PlayStation 5 specs. So, and let's just say that in Cyberpunk, how another Xbox guy, Dealer Gamer, swore up and down that was being played on a PC, when today, this is why I say for you all to wait for the developers. Today, what did we find out? Cyberpunk was running on something called an i7 and something called a 1080 Ti. And guess what? That's not an Xbox. Now, the Xbox has a Ryzen CPU in there. I know that, but it does not have a 1080 Ti. So again, let's see if Dealer Gamer is man enough to come out and say, I was wrong about that. Because that's what this has always all been about. So, so it is what it is. So the announcement Spider-Man was downgraded. Again, that's been dealt with. Matter of fact, they were just talking about that on Xbox Beastfire. And Next Gen, just go watch that podcast and look at the screenshots that they've got on that podcast. And then look at the screenshots that Red Dragon's got on Twitter. Just look at it. I mean, it's just, you can look yourself and you will see what is the truth, And then, so because Insomniac's already confirmed it hasn't been. But if you don't want to believe them, you can go talk to the other people. So you think the 4K 30 is a fake? Well, they're doing 4K 30 now. So do you think that if they're more powerful, I mean, don't compare the power to the Pro, compare the power to the original PlayStation and what they're going to try to do. And if they're going for performance, you're probably looking at, I've said before, 1440p 60 and maybe some 4K 30 on their game. So, but yeah, they're taking an L. Look, and the Xbox people that are taking the L are the ones who ran with the whole downgrade. So that's what I was saying. We're giving and shout out to Press Start Kofi, because he got a review copy, and he's going to do a full review of it by the weekend, because we're going to get into college football. I think college football starts Thursday, so maybe it starts tomorrow. I can't really remember. But if we're going to go ahead and let's just give Press Start Kofi a pass, because he came out today and he manned up and said he made a bad call. So let's just we'll do it like that. So wrong on a regular basis. It never apologize. Well, I mean, again, we're going to see if he's going to apologize for being wrong. So, and again, I'm all for saying, hey, look, do you think this is on the X? That's different than outright saying something is on there. We know it wasn't. You can just type in on Google Cyberpunk gameplay demo specs, and it tells you something called an i7 and some kind of rip jaw RAM. I mean, it's on there. It's on IGN's site, what they use. So, and I'm not talking about the E3 demo that we saw. I'm talking about the actual gameplay demo. So, PS5 versus Xbox One X. That's y'all are silly. So about the downgrade, he said he made a mistake. I mean, he did a podcast on it. Go check out his podcast he did on it today. So he said it looked great and it's nothing downgraded about it. So, I mean, that's his words, but you all can go listen to his words. I give him credit because he manned up and he said he made a mistake. So that's what we all want to teach our kids, okay? Naughty Dog versus CD Projekt Red versus Rockstar. Naughty Dog for the characters, CD Projekt Red for the writing, Rockstar for the details that they paid to the little nuances. You know, this stuff, the little nuances, you especially see in Grand Theft Auto 5, it's just driving around the city. The stuff you see going on in the city, people breakdancing, people doing just all kind of things. You know, it's crazy. So I give again, yeah, I like all three of those studios. I think CD Projekt Red's writing is the best, though. I mean, even though Grand Theft Auto 5, they wrote the Rockstar, give them credit for those three characters. All three characters were complete people, and they were all coming from different backgrounds. So, you know, CD Projekt Red is aiming for the top spot. Hey, you're gonna aim for the king. Don't miss. So it's cool. The downgrade was kind of a big. It was, again, the downgrade thing was a big deal because this is a group of people that are moist and they don't have nothing else. Why do you think they concentrated on puddles? Because they're moist, okay? And when you're moist, you got to go find moisture, and a puddle, a nice big puddle, is something you can concentrate on. They saw a puddle and they got moist and they started saying, oh, look, it's been downgraded. But look, they said the same thing about Horizon Zero Dawn. And again, guys, remember, Horizon Zero Dawn is the game that broke the XBOTS back. That's the back-breaking game. Make no mistake about it. So, I mean, they were mentioning that today on Xbox Beastfire. Horizon Zero Dawn, of course. I mean, they're going to always mention it because that's the game. When they saw that game, they were like, this is the best-looking game they've ever seen. And now you have people saying things like, man, that $250 console got better looking game. Now, these are the same guys who said what? 4K textures and the beast is coming. And you know, you got people now saying things like they built up the Xbox to be something. They just left me at the cliff. And, you know, that's what they are saying. So they just better get ready. You know, that's all I can say. Get ready because September 8th is coming. It's coming. So, you know, it is what it is. So, what's going on, Uncle Bumpy? So, next up, Days Gone will get claimed as downgraded. Yeah, they're going to, yeah. And shout out to Next Gen because, like he said, you all got to, it's like that one guy said that he abandoned them. And now they're just out there going crazy. They're like the Rachni and Mass Effect without their queen. So it is, yeah. Well, actually, I can't look. They actually were calling it, that girl I talked to today, she was calling it a beast. So I can't get mad at them because they call it a beast because that's what Microsoft was calling it. I mean, it's official. So Spider-Man not downgraded. Yeah, it's already been confirmed. It's not, but they've actually got screenshots from 2016, 2017 up to now. You can actually see the progression of the shots. That's all available for the world to see. And that will be the next thing you start seeing tomorrow through the end of the week. Then you will get silence on the PlayStation community side. And then there's going to be an all-out assault on the 8th. On September 8th will be the day that the Xbox community lives in infamy. They've taken a giant L, but we got our Megaton news about. All right, are there any questions? Because I do have to go to work in the morning, and I have to drink something because I ate some hot wings, and they really singed me. I did a very good job. So they already complained me. Well, they already claimed Days Gone was downgraded. Okay. Who cares? But you gotta quit empowering them. Who cares what they say? They're moist. I mean, so you can't worry about what a bunch of moist simps are gonna say. But these Niflons, these bedwetters, they are going down on the 8th. You know, so literally the downgrade agenda needs to die from these XBOTS. Forza 4 was shown on a dev kit at E3. Okay? It was shown on a dev kit. Shout out to shout out to Sick Humor. Did you see Sick Humor's video today? He actually had a picture of their dev kit and some kid playing on it. which, you know, and remember the dev kits, like Corey Massey will tell you, the dev kits are always more powerful. And so what we saw was Forza running on a dev kit. So, and then what we saw at Gamescom was Forza running on an Xbox X. So there's the difference. So it's going to look like, it'll look similar to that on PC, what we saw at E3, and then what we saw at Gamescom is what we're going to get on console. It is still going to be a fun game. So, all right, what's Savage Uger? This is the second time you've popped this in there. So what exactly is this saying? So, so this is from WCC Tech. Forza Horizon 4 minimum specs lower than Horizon. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I gotta share my screen. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, so the minimal specs lower than Horizon 3's. High-end PCs can push the extreme. No! Oh no! Oh, so this I need. Oh, look, I can run this on my PC. See, I wonder what my Ryzen CPU will be able to do. So I bet you I can do 4K on this one. Oh no! But this is for PC. Okay, this is so it's just all right. I see what they're doing. So that's fine. So they're really gearing this towards PC so everybody can play it. So, oh man. Oh no. So, oh no. Xbox couldn't handle God of War. No, the game that broke their backs is Horizon Zero Dawn. That's the game that broke their backs, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, it's reality. We got to deal with it. So, well, I can't say it's been downgraded. It's just if you have a lower end PC, you'll be able to run it pretty good. So, well, no, the Xbox will never. Well, no, I mean that game it may be 4K 60, so that's actually pretty good. So it may take it. So and it's gonna take L's. I mean, it's gonna start. So, but yeah, it broke their backs. Horizon Zero Dawn was broke back mountain in a sense that when they were playing that game, they couldn't believe it. I still to this today, I still take pictures of. You saw the screenshots I had. I'm like, man, this looks fantastic. What graphics card do I have? I've got an RX 580, and I'm going to pair that with the Ryzen CPU. So, well, actually, the Spider-Man thing's been put to rest cycle. It's not downgraded. So, you can run Forza 4 on an Etch-a-Sketch. Really? Yeah, but Kid Smooth, he said himself. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing else about it. He gonna have a tough time on the 8. That's okay. He especially because look, somebody for me, and I don't really listen to JTech TV. That man is up in New York, said he's coming for Kid Smooth. Like, I mean, he said it like friggin' Steven Seagal says that shit in his movie. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Going on Superfly TNT. Yeah, I mean, I got the Ryzen CPU now, so I'm unstoppable. Ryzen 1600 is what I got. So, so yeah, he's gonna take an L. I think. I mean, but and look, Elizabeth, I got really. I mean, I'm just gonna play the game. You know, I'm gonna play the game, but they are taking an L. Spider-Man sales will be huge. It will be huge, and so I think Spider-Man will do 10 million. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Not overnight. I'm just talking about I think they're gonna do 10 million. So I mean, I think I think 3 million people from each part, the movies, the comic book people, because everybody's talking about the game. So, but I appreciate that. Yes, for somebody asked me my prediction on something. So, J Tech is yeah. Well, dude, I mean, just pull that video up when he's up in New York City. He found that Spider-Man train, and and then he said he's going after Kid Smooth. So it's kind of like, damn. So yeah, Spider-Man spoil. Yeah, yeah. We knew the spoilers were gonna come too. So thanks, Corey Massey. Yeah. So, but I mean, again, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 PS5 launch. Well, they're. I mean, again, it's maybe. I mean, we haven't not heard anything from Guerrilla Games, so let's just wait. So yes, he's a corporate slave. I do agree with that. So active, I don't know. That's a good question. Lots. I know I'm getting mine. If you got the physical copy at GameStop, they're selling at 9 o'clock Thursday night, next Thursday night. So if I'm not dead or in jail, I'll be getting it then. So 15 million, double or nothing. Okay. You think that's lifetime to do 15 million? So I mean, cycle. I mean, you can watch XBOTS Beastfire. They had screenshots, and Red Dragon had screenshots. If you follow him on Twitter, and the devs came out last week and said there's been no downgrade. There's I actually left a link in the subscription. Let's see if I can pull it up here, bro. I mean, I'm just gonna pull up what the devs said. Okay, I'm not gonna. You know, it's easy to see that it wasn't. Now they do say that they did change some of the lighting. So let's see here if we can get this to pull up. And hopefully I'm not botting too bad. Shout out to the 50 people that are up in here. Hit that like button. So I mean, there's a video. I'm not going to be able to run it. But this one just came out today. Let me see if I can share the screen. So, and again, I'm just sharing what's been reported. So, I mean, like I said, I'm trying not to do too much reporting on it because I don't want to accidentally hit a spoiler or something. But here we go. So some developers. I mean, this is the article. Let me see if I can pull it up here. All right. So. Yeah, it says Spider-Man, the graphics were not downgraded. Video. Now, this is a video. It says Insomniac Games and developers behind Spider-Man defend themselves. And then here's your article right here. So it says they had an aggressive compression of the video affect the quality. Now, that's what they're saying. So, and again, that's just, it is what it is, bro. I mean, if you want to say that they're lying, okay, that's fine. But that puts you in the camp with the people who said it's been downgraded. And wow, who is that? Wow. Need to take her out for beer and wings. Wow. But again, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, to me, it's bought. I'm buying it no matter what. So, but that's what they're saying. So it's not been downgraded. So, and so y'all have to deal with it. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not here to say there aren't some shots that are going to be different. I'm not here to say that they didn't change the lighting because they said they changed the lighting. So, I mean, that's according to them. So y'all have to take it like it is, man. I mean, like I said, my name's Paul, and that's between y'all. I'm just saying September 8th, once everybody gets their hands on this game, there's going to be a full assault on the Xbox community. Those guys better just duck their head. So, yeah, everybody needs to leave Kofi alone. Yeah, Andrew, the tweet I sent Craig was from Kofi, so chill. Yeah, I mean, well, nah, I mean, it's Kofi again, he made a mistake. People just need to chill out and let him be. You know, because he's allegedly putting people on mute and blocking them. I'm saying allegedly. So, and this is for everybody. You do not want to be in a camp where you're getting blocked and all that kind of stuff with anybody. You just, it's not worth that. Beer and Pizza Hut. Yeah, I'll take her there too. So Red Box, $10. Red Dragon can't put up with the Xbox ignorance. Well, again, he's got pictures up, so and everybody can just go look at them. I mean, that's the good thing that he did. He didn't put his. He just said, "Here are the pictures. Y'all got to live with it." So, review copies are out now. It's only a matter of time before the scores. The scores will be out on the 4th. Yeah. Sea of Thieves is a downgrade in progress. They downgraded that when they took the Kraken out, right? I mean, the Kraken being removed is a downgrade. So, doesn't matter if it's a new Spider-Man game, even if it's only on PlayStation, not going to stop me from getting it day one. I think a lot. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't paid mine off today. And again, GameStop is selling theirs on September 6th at 9 p.m. Physical. Okay. So I will be loaded. I got to make sure I got enough space on my PlayStation. So that's what I'm trying to. I got to beat Mafia 3 this week at some point. So don't worry, the beers haven't been open. Good. So, so the Kraken was lacking and Spider-Man got downgraded. It's okay. Yeah, because the reviews are done. The review scores on Spider-Man are done. So that's the main thing we got. And a lot of people may not realize that. Like that's why you saw like all these people from IGN and GameSpot, they all have already played it. They've already got their reviews done. They have already sent them. They just can't read them until the 4th. So Xbox, there you go. There's simps. There you go. Once it preloads on your PS4, the countdown will truly be on. I mean, after today, we're 11 days away. So, yeah. Well, I mean, again, people have already taken pictures and stuff like that, and they've shown video of it. And again, I knew it wasn't downgraded because if Insomniac had come out and said, we've had to downgrade the game because of this, but Insomniac came out, about a month ago and said it's going to be 4K through temporal injection. That's the end of it. Okay, that's that. It's not like they never pulled that statement. They never come back and said, well, we're not going to be able to do 4K through temporal injection. We're going to have to do, 1600p or so. I mean, I'm just putting, they never said that. So, it is what it is. So people like, Press Start Kofi said some stuff. Erica Cuts for the Win. She said some stuff. So, it's just, they going to get it. They going to get it. It's coming. So, but Press Start Kofi, to his credit, let me make this clear, he basically got out in front of it. So, like I said, because like I said, I put out, I'm glad that he cleared it up because I was going to have to do a podcast called Press Stop Craig, so 11 days till thought suicide, man, y'all are terrible. So you are never going to Reddit again. Man, Spider-Man going to get 8.5. I got it at an 88. That's my score for it. I think it'll be a solid 88. Now, you do know that the DLC that they announced in April, okay, it will be coming out 6 weeks after the launch of the game. So, so it's just, so yeah, there's going to be people going after them for the rest of the year. I mean, that's why they're desperately going to try to get, and see, to me, those guys should be talking about like Shadow of the Tomb Raider or Forza Horizon 4. I mean, to me, there's games. It's not like there's not going to be stuff coming out that they won't be able to play, but they're so busy. And like Sick Humor said, there's more hatred for Spider-Man than there is talk about Shadow of the Tomb Raider or Red Dead or something like that. So it's unfortunate. So, Kids Smooth making a lot, let him make it. I mean, again, so, everybody's just I'm going to be laughing. I'm going to laugh my ass off. I mean, so, but again, the Megaton news is Game Pass will be on all platforms. I'm going to take a shot at by the end of 2019. So they're in early negotiations. So which is good. Which is good stuff. So you were saying it's going to get a 10 on Metacritic. Okay, it might. I mean, it might. Like I said, I got it at an 88, which is very good. And there was another PlayStation game that came out. It got a 90. Was it Dragon's Quest? Was it 11? Dragon's Quest 11 got a 90. So there's another banger. I'm gonna have to talk about that next couple of nights. So, but guys, I gotta get out of here. It's 20 till 12. I gotta get up in like 5.5 hours. So everybody take it easy. You all stay blessed. Like I said, I appreciate you stopping by. The porch light is on, and I gotta go inside the house. Take it easy, guys. Peace.